Hi. I like how I click on my OBS and the first word I see is fuck. And I know exactly what happened. Oh, my thingy isn't up. Okay, it's here. Yay. Okay, count up. Encounters haven't gone up since last time. I was doing other things. All right. My bad. 13k. We hit 13k last time. They haven't gone up. Even though technically I had a decent opportunity to do it yesterday because I was watching a couple movies with a friend. I'm like, no, I gotta lock in. I have to watch whatever nonsense I'm gonna be showed today because I feel like it'll pop up and it'll be on the test. Or I could just say, oh well, I was giving my hands a chance to rest a little instead of click a da button for like 7 hours. I played Usum today, and I swear Elgium's color palette is so pale. I thought the first one I saw was shiny. That's so funny. Isn't Elgium shiny like horrendous though? Or am I thinking of Beheeyem? I don't know. Wait, it was probably Beheeyem because I got a shiny one in DAs and I only noticed it because and I felt insane when I saw it. I'm like, "Hold on, wait a minute." And I like adjust my glasses that I don't have. Eater. Is the little dot on its hand blue? Isn't it supposed to be green? And that's the only difference I noticed. But yes, it was. Beheeyem's eyes are a little bluer, and it's like, bruh. No, that's so correct. Like, I didn't even fucking notice. I was only like, hang on, wait a minute. And that's why I would manually check everything from DAs, because I'm like, who the fuck knows what shiny Elgium looks like off the top of their head? Nobody. I'm so sorry to the Elgium fans. All right. Most forgettable Pokemon of all time, and I fear Elgium and Beheeyem must go near the top. I'm sorry to those little funky aliens. They are nothing. They don't exist. I know Elgium shiny has a blue body. That's the pain of like every single game having different colors. It's so fucking hard to tell in some. And of course, not even taking into account the games where they just actually change the colors. But whatever. It's not like I'm mad that they just changed what color Flareon was in Generation 4. No, not at all. Yeah, but the 3DS games... Oh, yeah, of course. We're bad. Every color is saturated to hell and back. Do you mean desaturated? I mean, I agree. It's been a complaint of mine for ever since X and Y came out. Like, wow, why does this game look so washed out? I've had a hard day. No, it's okay. I was just making sure that we were on the same page. Because if you did say saturated, then I would be like, okay, I'm trying to understand your vision. Anyway, this is going to be a joyous day because I'm gonna get the shiny Eevee and it's gonna go. We're gonna go. Wow, shiny Eevee. Point. We can leave now. It's May. Oh my god, can you believe it's May? Help! What do you mean? Wow, it's really shiny Eevee day. It is. I'll have you know, we have actually been in here for a month. Over a month. I got to this building on March 24th. Oh, brother. This Eevee does not like me. I feel like every single time I look at multi-hunters and it's like, I feel deep in my soul, it's like, there's nothing wrong with multi-hunting. There's nothing wrong with multi-hunting. But whenever I see like, oh yeah, it takes me 9 hours to get to odds because I'm on 4 systems, and I'm like, I bet it does. I bet it does. Can't imagine. Oh man, you know, I was so glad to get back to my setup after single hunting. Yeah, I'm sure. Single hunters rise up. Yeah, no, that's just what it's always like. What do you mean? You haven't hunted like I've hunted, except that they have. It's just that they've invested in getting multiple copies of the game. And that I can't do that. If I could do that, I might. Although there is a charm in A, having a file with an extremely high playtime. Ah, help. Like, this file already has over 200 hours in it. And I think it's funny, the thought of maxing it out. Also, they'll all have the same trainer ID, which, like, doesn't matter, but I like that they match. That's all. I imagine for most people, they're like, okay, who gives a shit, though? Oh no, your hunt is gonna take not 72 hours to get to 13k. It's gonna take, like 12. That was some bad math, I think. I was trying to divide 70 by 4. That's not what it is. Who gives a shit? Me, I give a shit. If I had multiple switches, I would be on multiple switches, but I don't have multiple switches, so I'm on one. But also, having so many consoles seems stressful. I already worry about breaking the ones that I have. I used to drop them all the time. It's a miracle my 3DS didn't break sooner. I fear I'm simply too clumsy, ooh. That was me almost slipping and busting my head open on the slippery, slippery ground yesterday because it was raining and it was late at night, and I'm like, ah, shit. Because we had just finished watching a movie, and I'm like, ah, shit, I need to take the plants inside. It's gonna get cold, and because it's rainy, they might get colder. So I'm out in the dark and the cold, and I'm getting rained on, trying to drag this fucking big-ass bags full of heavy soil, because I can't pick them up. I got noodle arms. And it's very slippery. But I was okay. I made it out alive. And the plants didn't die, so yippee. Oh no, I'm so clumsy, ooh, I'm such a silly little creature, ooh. No. If they made me into a Mary Sue, that would be my one flaw trait. Ignore all the other ones. That would be my flaw trait. Oh no, I'm so clumsy. Except it never actually matters. And just so we're clear, Mary Sue's kind of rule. All right. We're not in 2016. We're not dunking on Mary Sue's anymore. Nobody even knows what they are anymore, and it pisses me off. It used to at least mean something. My flaw trait is that I can't stop myself from being gay. Yeah, that's why I said ignoring all the other things. But I was thinking like, all right. I'm channeling my inner really annoying video criticizing random people on the internet for making Mary Sue's. Not even criticizing, it's just like hating on them for no reason. And I'm like, okay, the quote-unquote flaws, because the whole thing, it's like, oh, you have a flaw that's not really a flaw. So it's like, oh, I'm so clumsy, or oh, I'm too nice. I'm so pretty, it's problematic. things that if you said it in a job interview, you'd get looked at like, bro, you need to come up with something. Ignoring all my problems, I have no problems. People will complain about Mary Sue's until a man is perfect in every way and then it's badass. No, literally, you I think about this so often. Even as a person who doesn't really like Star Wars, people complaining that Rey is a Mary Sue because that's the most common spawn. Also, palindrome number. Point palindrome. Damn. People complaining Rey is a Mary Sue for this, that, and the third, and it's like, first of all, you're literally just making things up. You're repeating opinions that you've heard other people say without actually understanding it, and then you take a little gander, and you're like, you could apply this to Luke Skywalker if you're just making shit up out of thin air. Like, if we're just lying about character arcs, then your fave is also a Mary Sue. That is so many eevees. Yeah, that's but a fraction of the eevees that I've seen. Leave me alone. And then my flashback is 13,000 eevee. No! Someday I'll watch Akira. Today's not that day, though. Leave me alone. Brr. Ah! Unfortunately, that scene is so funny, but I understand that in context, it's probably like, oh, this is kind of harrowing. Oh dear. It's that one scene from Breaking Bad. I guess spoilers. but the one scene in one of the last episodes where, God, what's his name? Is it Hank? Where Hank gets shot. And you know, Walter White, despite his many follies, still loves his brother and doesn't want him to get gunned down. And he's like losing his fucking mind because he doesn't want his brother to get shot in front of him. And it's like, this is so sad. But out of context, it's so funny. Oh, Levy. Oh, I see. I thought you just typoed. I'll finish Better Call Saul by like 2030. Finally just got through season 2. Because we'll watch an episode or two every like couple months. And you know what? That's probably for the best because these characters are pissing me off. And I'm like, they're pissing me off so much that I have to take a break. Because this is just, ooh. It's like they were scientifically concocted in a lab to piss me off. And I realize it's intentional. But I'm like, oh, all the problems that could have been avoided if y'all didn't suck so much. I hate all of you. All of you can go to hell. What's his name? Chuck? Chuck can go to hell. Slip and Jimmy can go to hell. Kim, you're on thin ice. Like, who are the other characters? Howard can kind of go to hell. Characters can be intentionally bad, and I'm still allowed to not like them and not enjoy them. True. See, I usually like I like bad people, protagonists, and main characters. But you know what? They still piss me off. Stop, my thoughts are like, bleh. I guess this is spoilers for season 2, but it's the way yeah, I call Better Call Saul John, Better Call Saul Slip and Jimmy. It's the way Slip and Jimmy, for all his fucking follies, actually really cares about his brother despite despite the fact that his brother fucking hates him. And despite all of that, it's like, no, I am insisting you're not gonna get sent to a facility. I want you to live a normal life. I want you to continue doing what you love. And constantly this man is setting him up for failure. Like, no, you're never gonna be a good person. I'm not gonna let you do good things. I'm gonna constantly sabotage you. pissing me off. I hate that as a defense of the character. Like, yes, I understand that doesn't mean I suddenly like the story. True. You are allowed to just not like things. I feel like we need to bring back just casually not liking things. Yes, you can you can dislike things and you can write a whole dissertation on that. I love it. We love to see it. But it could also be like, oh, I just don't vibe with this. I don't really like it. And it's fine. Who cares? It's not that serious. It's trying to moralize why you dislike everything that you dislike. It's fine. You can just say, "Oh, I don't like the vibes." Not everything has to be this big long backstory. Sometimes people just dislike media. I was trying to think of stuff that I just very dislike casually. And I can't really explain why. But I feel like most of the things that pop up into my head, I'm like, okay, well I can tack a couple reasons onto it and not just like I just don't care for it. Because all of the first things that come to my mind are anime. Because of course. But like popular anime. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't like this one because I thought it was too edgy and I thought the story didn't make sense and the characters were bland. And there was way too much random shit that felt like it mattered. Or like I think the characters act really dumb in this and it pisses me off. Or the magic system is kind of dumb and the fights are bad and the characters are boring. Like those are reasons. I need something to dislike casually. Is that JJK for me? But no, not really. I mean, kinda. My reason is very minimal. I just thought it was kind of boring. But, like, that's still a reason. If I ever need the characters act dumb and it pisses me off, Has Been Hotel Season 2, oh my god, what did they do? I want to watch it just because I think it would be funny to have on in the background. And I like, don't pay too much attention to it. It's just something that's been on my radar passively since the, like, the pilot was out on YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, oh... okay, I guess. But then everyone kept dunking on it, and I'm like, all right, it can't be that serious. I only like JJK because I like Gojo. See, if I liked Gojo, I may have been more lenient, but then it's like, well, I don't like Gojo. I think he's just Kakashi. Because he is. That's my conspiracy. It's not even a conspiracy because it's kind of true. That JJK is just Naruto. Because it kind of is. And it doesn't help that they all wear the same outfit, and the same outfit that they wear is fucking boring. And it's like, okay, Gojo might have like some coolness to him, but he's wearing the same stupid-ass school uniform that everyone else is wearing. Bro has no swag. That was actually something that annoyed me. That was something really, really dumb that annoyed me. Why do they all have the same outfit? Except for that one guy with, like, the leopard print. He was okay. You need to give your characters different clothes. Don't piss me off. Even if they're wearing a uniform, you can do something. And they also have, like, very anime-ish hair. So even the guys, they have similar hair. They look the same. I had a hard time telling them apart. It's mostly just one character who keeps making the same mistake time and time again and never learning, and I just wanted to punch her in the face so hard every time she opened her mouth. Okay, but, like, which character? I probably might... well, I might know the name. I know some of them. You know what? The one thing that I know about Has Been Hotel that pisses me off isn't even Has Been Hotel related. It's the fandom. Isn't What's-His-Face the red one? Isn't that character supposed to be Arrow Ace, and then you have a bunch of people who I know goddamn well aren't Arrow or Ace being like, actually, Arrow Ace people can be in relationships. And I'm like, girl, look who you're talking to, okay? I know. I realize. But you're just saying that shit so you can pretend that this is not an Arrow Ace character, alright? I see what you're doing, and I don't like it. Alistair? Okay, yeah, that one. Toji in his tight-ass shirt. I just like the guys are hot, but TBH, I don't care what they get up to. That's so valid. Wait, which one's Toji? Is that the racist one? I know Sukuna. I know Gojo. I know, like, which one's the blonde one that does like the hair sweep back? That one's the misogynist. There's Nobara. That's the only one I liked. I don't care about any of the other ones. They can go to hell. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't finish watching the first season, I don't think. And you know what? Another super petty reason to dislike the show is that I really didn't like the I did not care for the ending, the ending song of JJK season 1, and it was everywhere. And I kept having to hear it. And I go, grr. Why? Honestly, same thing kind of happened for, God, what is the show called? I think it's Kekai Sensen. The show itself, nobody gives a shit about except for me. But the ending was super popular because they do a cute little dance. And people would add different characters to it. And I don't care for it. Yet that's all that survived of that goddamn show. And I'm like, why? You could have picked any of the good parts. But fine, I understand the appeal of making your Blorbos do little dances. What's the point of having Blorbos if they're not going to do that, though? What's the point of having game if no shiny Eevee? And that's why we're just going to get it today. Today's the day. The Eevee really loves Jujutsu Kaisen, so it's going to show up. Is it still a thing where people decide that they really want to be weebs and just call series by their Japanese titles for fun? This is related to JJK because ain't nobody calling it Sorcery Fight. I mean, but because the title isn't localized, it's just Jujutsu Kaisen. Because Sorcery Fight is kind of dumb. But I was thinking about Attack on Titan and how it felt very common for weebs to call it Shingeki no Kyojin. I do this with Hoseki no Kuni, but that's only because I find it easier to say. Do people still do this? Or has it finally breached containment? So nobody does this anymore? I'm not even sure. Attack on Titan's fall off does need to be studied, though. Nope, nobody does this, especially not me with Maho Tsukai no Yome. Whoops! Wait! I know that's not what you just said, but I see Maho and I'm like, oh my god, y'all. And I like grab you by the shoulders and I start shaking you. There's a fucking date. There's a fucking date for Madoka. Holy shit. A date. They didn't put a year though, so it's gonna be like in 2 years. Ah! It was like in August or September. Madoka Magica this year! Surely! Please! Aniplex pissing me the fuck off. They gotta stop making trailers. I need them to shut the fuck up until they're actually gonna release it. Because I swear to God, if I see this and then 2 years from now, I'm here and I'm talking like, damn, when the fuck are they gonna release that goddamn Madoka movie? This series is never gonna finish. Because they just keep delaying it. Oh my God. This time will be the time. We're gonna get it. Anyway, what was the series that you said? Oh, wait, question for the class. Does anyone know how to pronounce atelier? Is it atelier or atelier? We regret to inform you that because you wanted it to be released, we've delayed everything. Goodbye. Now! Oh, Ancient Magus Bride. Is it Magus or Magus? I no clue. See, because my problem is that I've seen people talking about figures and people talk about like the Atelier series or the Atelier series, and people say it both ways. This is the one with Ryza, I think, and some other girls. I don't fucking know. I only know Ryza because everyone's like, oh my God, she has such thick thighs, and then I look at the thighs and I'm like, she has normal sized thighs. Anime fans go outside challenge. But that's why I know. And now that Witch Hat Atelier / Atelier is being animated, I feel like I should know how to say it. Because I want to watch / read it. I've wanted to read it forever and I've not gotten around to it. Why is the first thing they think about anime people thighs? Well, because in the context of figures, it's because a lot of them go out of their way to put this character in, like, tight, I don't know, like socks or whatever, so there's a very obvious thigh bulge. And if you're buying anime figures, you're probably paying attention to the assets, you know? I don't know what to tell you. I think some of the art does it as well. I want to say one of the artists for the games might be the Xenoblade designer, but I'm not sure. It feels correct to say, but I might be spreading misinformation. I have Magus Bride figures, but they're small and cute and wholesome. I remember when that came out, and I never watched it or read it. Is it even finished? I just remember thinking, oh my God, big creature. I like that one. No, it's still going? Yeah, of course it is. Some things are never gonna finish, and we just need to deal with it. All right. Would you rather have a really shitty ending or never finished? I have all the currently released books 1 to 21. Oh my goodness, that's so many books. Ugh! What if I hate reading? What if I hate reading so much? In parentheses, I'll read. It's just the concept of having that many books on my shelf. I had a vivid image of, oh my God, there's so many One Piece books. Which is why I'm selective. It's like I can only have my favorite series, otherwise it gets out of hand immediately. I'd rather it never finish because at least it still has a good universe and a good amount of magic and mystery that way. Interesting. Rather than just ending with a middle finger. That's fair. See, my thought is, I would rather have a complete thing and then just chop out all the parts that I don't like in my brain. I would rather have the full thing that the author intended to make. Just because I want to know. I would be too curious. How did you want this to end? I need to know. I was thinking about Berserk specifically. Although I've not read Berserk, I just know that the author died. And I'm not sure what they're doing with it. So maybe it'll be finished. It's also about Nana. But that one just makes me go, oh no. Oh dear. That's gonna be Hunter x Hunter one day, mark my words. And then you can all point and laugh at me when they go, actually, they finished it in 2050. Ah. Eevee, please be shiny. What the hell are we even gonna do when we're not standing in this apartment building for a month looking at Eevee? I can't think of anything else that hasn't ended other than fucking Madoka Magica. But that doesn't have like a book. Wow. Oh, that's another thing. Wait, no, I immediately forgot. Fuck. Stand in the Safari Zone for 3 months staring at Rhydon Flood. If I have any instances of a shiny fleeing in the Safari Zone, it will stay on the layout. Mark my words. Wait, but that's good because that means that Growlithe and Nidoran won't take a while. True. I get really good luck on my Nidoran phases. That's how luck works. After it's bad, it's good. Man, I can't fucking remember what I was thinking about. Rah! Me when I forgot. Although, on getting a shitty ending, there is nothing... Ooh, only because it's happened to me once. There is nothing more upsetting. Well, yes, there is. It's an exaggeration. Than following a series as it's coming out, and you can tell it's about to end, and you're like, oh no. No. And then it ends, and you're like, no, fuck. Why? Yeah, you're gonna tell me that I'm gonna get the best luck ever. I'm gonna get shiny Growlithe in 100 encounters. Okay, be realistic at least. It could happen. It could happen. Okay, I'll get a shiny phase at 150. How's that? I'll get... I don't actually know what the phases are. I forgot. It's probably something like Spearow. It's gonna be lame. We're all gonna go, holy moly! But also, oh my goodness, it could have been Growlithe. A shiny phase, that's what my mom called my emo outfit. It's not a phase, Mom. This is who I am. And then you storm out. And the clinking of the jewelry. Very loud. The clomping of those big fuck-ass shoes. It can be both a phase and who you are? Well, yes. Because what things in life are gonna be permanent? People change over time. It's still who you were. Two things can be true at the same time. Truly... the world would be a much better place if people could realize that two things can coexist at the same time. So you hate waffles. We don't have to hate waffles. We can like pancakes and waffles. Except I don't like waffles. But that's unrelated. That's a coincidence. But oh wait, no, Eevee must love waffles. That's why it's not showing up. It loves waffles and it loves blueberry waffles. Oh no, it's like my brother. This sucks. Call Eevee waffles? If it shows up soon, it can. It can get a relevant name if we're talking about something and then it shows up and it's like, okay, well, it must be immortalized. Okay, but then what the hell would it be named if we're talking about like the torture nexus? I already have something named Nexus. Because the torture nexus. Hit novel, don't create the torture nexus. It'll be called torture. I'm not gonna name it torture. That's where I draw the line. That gets a veto. That would be a mean thing to name a little fox. I'm not gonna torture a fox. I'm only torturing myself by doing this. You know what? I am justified in being tired right now. I stayed up late last night. Messing with my goddamn Pokemon sleep. I need to get a good Sandshrew. I want to use Sandshrew. I want to see Sandslash. Why the... I hit the microphone. Why the hell isn't Sandslash in this game? Why do they hate me specifically? I stayed up half till 5 last night helping my friend deal with a breakup. Ugh. Yeah, I feel that one. Although that was a year ago. My goodness, it's been a year. It's been over a year. I even got the message like, oh my god, it's the anniversary of when it happened. And I'm like, it's been a year? That shit feels like it happened 10 years ago. Good riddance. That was when, like, it felt like every couple of days there was a new lore drop, and it's like, how the fuck did... How did it get this bad? How many people are involved? Oh. Joy-Con, please don't fall. Oh, the real-life lore drops. And then they just kept coming, and they just kept coming, and I'm like, oh my god. Kansas truly destroys people. What in the world? And then the entire friend group also broke up. So that was an interesting thing. And then I didn't block anyone in that scenario because I'm like, okay, well, I never talk to these people, so it won't be a problem. And then I get text from one of them, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, why are you talking to me? The last time we talked was around when this happened, and I didn't know what the fuck you did. And then I stopped talking to them after that because I'm like, oh. But low-key, I was like, I want to see what you would say if you talked to me in the future. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? I've had the whole friend group break up like 4 times now. If you don't have any friends, then you'll never have friend breakups. In parentheses, bad advice. All caps, bad advice. Exclamation mark, bad advice. Maybe if everyone was just so nice we wouldn't have this issue. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I went back to that first friendship group now and talked about where I am now. I wonder how badly they'd scream at me. Oh my god. No screaming, no yelling. And in my brain, I'm like, damn, this is that same group. Which is why it was so like, oh my god. Because they've been in the group for like over a decade. I was added a little later. And I also didn't talk with most of them. I'm the hashtag not talker. I just silently judge people. And I'm like, why the fuck do y'all know so much about TikTok looks maxers? Who the fuck knows who clavicular is? I love not knowing who people are. Who? Exactly. Some TikTok guy who sucks. That's the very TLDR. I was trying to think because I'm like, ugh. I feel like I saw his name recently. Recently as in the past week. And then it's like, no, I don't care. I don't care what TikTok losers are doing. I have other things to think about. Like this shiny Eevee that I'm about to get. Except shiny Eevee shouldn't show up because it'll be like, ew, why are you talking about irrelevant people? Only talk about relevant people. I don't know. I was gonna say Nicole Kidman, but that's only because Nicole Kidman... I was gonna say Nicole Kidman was in one of the movies that we watched. I don't think she was. I think it was in one of the ones that we looked at, and I'm like, who is that actor? Oh my god, it is Nicole Kidman. Wait, I actually know who that is. That's crazy. TikTok losers, wait, why are you saying the same word twice? Well, because I'm telling you the habitat of this loser. I'm sure that there's like one or two good people on TikTok who still have it installed. And I imagine that there's a lot of children. And I'm sure that there are children who are losers, but I'm reserving judgment. It's like when everyone was downloading Snapchat when I was in high school. I imagine that a lot of them are doing it just because everyone else is doing it. And it's like, well, if you're not on TikTok, you're not connected with people. Especially post-pandemic. But what the hell would I know? I never got Snapchat. I only got an Instagram once the very niche art sharing site that I used went down, and I barely used it, and I don't use it now. And the only reason why I haven't deleted my account is because I want to download the pictures that I have saved. And I have no idea how to fucking do that because that app fucking sucks. I hate Facebook. I hate Meta. Mark Zuckerberg can go to hell. Snapchat was a thing when I finished college and it always felt like a piece of shit to me. Wait. First of all, palindrome number. Second of all, shiny Eevee. Anyways, yeah, no comment. I just didn't get the appeal. Because I'm very anti-taking pictures of myself, in parentheses. No, it was just me baiting. I was baiting. So that when I scrolled and it was the shiny Eevee, I'd be like, wait a minute, it actually is. Oh my goodness. It's okay, it's okay. It'll show up next time. Just, I gotta keep y'all on your toes. I just remember Snapchat from the filters everyone would use, and I didn't understand why they were so funny. Wait, maybe I did download it. Because I think they had a like a gender change filter. It probably had a stupid name like that. It all comes back to transgender, huh? And man, all of this has left me with the inability with no knowledge to take pictures of myself that look decent. This sucks. What in the world? No fashion taste, no picture taking ability. Why? I hate this. What if I want to occasionally be perceived? Only occasionally though, not often. Don't look at me. Rah. And that's why VTubing is so swag, because I don't have to have a camera. But also because ooh, I'm shy. And ooh, I want to be able I want to be able to move around without y'all seeing what I'm doing. I would be too self-conscious. I have to monitor my expressions if I'm on camera. And my knees hurt. And my back hurts. I did far too much physical labor and now I hurt. So if I'm extra complaining tomorrow, like, I feel horrendous, you know why. But on the bright side, because I did a fuck ton of weeding, I noticed that I think some of the marigold seeds that I just, like, threw around, I thought only one of them took root, but I think a few of them did. But it's hard to tell because there's a weed that has a very similar leaf pattern to the marigolds. But I'm hoping for the best. No more satisfying number. Only lack of shiny eevee. No shiny eevee. No bitches. No fly HM. No amulet coin. No EXP share. Okay, wait. When we get to the Safari Zone... God, I need to look it up. If Chansey is in the same area as Rhyhorn, do we want to play a game of... Do I get a lucky egg or a shiny first? But I think with the repel trick, I don't get any Chansey. So it would just be one. No bitches? Not even one? Megamind is such a good movie. Things that I need to rewatch post-haste. I think I even have it, like, on DVD. Or Blu-ray, whatever. I don't know. Disc. The disc. I have no idea when they started phasing out DVDs. Thinking of, I need to go write up a document in order to flirt with a... You need to fill out your official application. You need to have it peer-reviewed. What next? You're gonna make an entire slide deck? You need to... You need to make a presentation? I would do that. But that's also because I just like making slides. And ugly slides piss me off. You're nearly correct on the application thing. Ah! Yippee! That's good enough. I just said that because what's the scariest thing ever? A job application. I'm flirting with her via contracts. Interesting. Anyway, I laughed because I read contacts and I thought contact lenses, but no, that's not what that says. Oh, my eyes are good flirting tools as well. I'm sure flirting tools. Take them out. You like you're trying to clean your glasses. You breathe on them. You get your microfiber cloth. Wipe them down. Put them back in. Squeaky clean. Oh, sorry, Village Bridge. What? Yes. Cleaning your eyeballs on the Village Bridge. Oh, sorry, let me just flirt with you takes out my eyes. Okay, okay, okay. But if you had falsies being not your nails, but your eyes, would you not want to do that? On occasion. I rest my case. No, I'm just saying Village Bridge song is peak. It is. I would? Exactly. No, nobody's calling prosthetic eyes falsies except for me. I'd make it more terrifying. See, I don't know how much you could customize a prosthetic, but I feel like if you could get funky silly with it, you'd gotta get some crazy designs. Might as well. Oh my god. You have heterophobia in the eyes. Me when I look at myself in the mirror. Wait, no, I'm only partially heterophobic. Aw, man. I have heterophobia in the trauma. That's kind of similar. But if you had it in the eyes, then people people would look at you and then they'd know. They hit you with the lower caps gay question mark. I thought about Daisy. I thought about Daisy because there's no good me eyes that properly express her resting guilty face. I don't want people to know. Wait, I don't want people to know. I want people to be scared. But what if I'm not scared? What if me, little plushie, was walking around and you're like, what the fuck? Kicks you. And I'm like, whoa, that person's eyes are so cool. I would be scared. Oh my god, you're right, you're right. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so freaking scared. Wah! And then I trip over myself and I end up in the gutter and it's raining, so I get covered in rainwater and I get flushed down the sewer. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh, Bug, you're so scary. Well, yeah, if I'm scared. Although that was me earlier. Oh my god, me when I'm in the grass and there's dirt and there's nature and there's bugs on the ground. This is so shocking to me. And they move in my general direction. Ah! There were way more caterpillars than I thought. Don't worry, the bugs can hurt you and will hurt you. No! We can coexist. I don't want to step on you. I don't want to crush you. We can get along. I just need to dig up this fuck-ass vine because this fuck-ass vine is choking this bush to death. Please, let me get this goddamn vine out of the ground. And then I come out of it and my hands are all fucking blistered because I'm trying to yank it out of the ground with my bare claws and it doesn't work because they got long-ass roots. Long ass roots. Roots taller than me. And he may say, just use a shovel, dumbass. And I'm like, don't worry. I tried. We have a fuck ton of rocks in the dirt. I dig. Clang. Rock. I dig in a different spot. Clang. It's a rock. I can't dig up these people's mailbox. I'm sorry. That's not an option. I could... Wait... If, I don't even remember when this was, but I remember seeing lights outside, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I see this car going forward, and back, and forward, and back, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? And then they roll over this person's mailbox and leave. And I'm like, huh? They must have been drunk driving or something. And I didn't say anything. I found out about a cool bug the other day called Hololeptoplana, or flat clown beetle. It's a beetle that's super flat. Oh my god, flat fuck beetle! To crawl into tiny gaps under tree bark, and they live inside poplar trees under dead bark. They're so cute. Okay, well now I gotta see it. Flat fuck. Almost Friday. Flat fuck Friday! Yippee! I almost typed in flat fuck beetle. Okay. We gotta type in, I hate AI! Rah! Oh, my phone is such a piece of shit. Load, kindly. None of the images on my cellular device are loading. Oh my god, that... Wait a minute. Oh, it's the computer mouse beetle. I was gonna say these look familiar. I'm not sure... Familiar. Or if I'm just like... Black beetle. But it looks like a computer mouse. So I've definitely seen that before. Alright. Alright, little fellow. Where do you live? $2016. Flat fuck beetle. I need Gecko to be a flat fuck. What? Fun fact. I don't care about fun facts. I want to know where it lives. Where do you live? I'm gonna dox this beetle. Sorry, Grokpedia? I beg your pardon? What's Grokpedia? I don't trust that. Is that anything like Conservapedia? Okay, none of this is helpful. I'm just seeing a bunch of flat fucks. Good for them. Phone's going down. Eevee. Eevee wants to be shiny so bad. It's trying to claw its way out of its enclosure. Oh my god. I'm thinking about one of the movies that we watched yesterday, and there was a lot going on. But one of them is that the characters went to a zoo, and it was like the worst zoo that I've ever seen. And I'm like, is this because this was made in like the 80s? Is this because it's in New Zealand? Did they make it bad to rage bait me on purpose? But I'm like, all right, big ass gaps in the fence. You have two different species like right next to each other with these big ass gaps so that one of them can reach into the other one, asking for trouble. One dinky little fence surrounding animals. Like, hello? You could just stick your hand in. They're gonna bite you. Also, I wouldn't trust people around animals either. And of course, what happens? The fucking, the rat, the giant ass rat monkey they got from whatever the fuck, like, murders this monkey that's in an adjacent habitat. It's poking its head out of the thing, and the one lady steps on it. And it dies! Worst zoo ever. They were rage baiting me. It mostly observed around the mainland Europe, up to Sweden, UK, and some of Russia. I see. We have no flat fucks over here. Well, that's not true. We probably have other flat fucks. But no computer mouse flat fuck. It must be stressed, flat fuck affectionate. I'm thinking of big flat lizards. I love pancake animals. I should make pancakes. I want a pancake. I want several pancakes, actually. But cooking pancakes is so annoying. Now I only have this stupid-ass movie on the brain, and I'm calling it stupid because it was stupid on purpose. In the end, the guy gets a lawnmower and just... Not a lawnmower, but like a weed whacker. And is just tearing through this group of zombies, and it's like, okay, well, obviously this can't happen in real life. We're not throwing babies in blenders. Something, if I had a nickel, I'd have two. No. Guy going absolutely crazy mode. Who cooked? Who thought that the zombie film would devolve into this guy taking care of them? Taking care of 4 zombies. Not like they're pets, but like low-key kind of like they're pets, but locking them in the basement type of pets. And when they fucking have a kid, you know, you take the kid out for a walk. Who cooked? What was their... What? I need to pick the brain of the person who wrote that. What were you thinking? What were you thinking affectionate? What were you thinking when the mom who turns into a zombie eats a dog, and then you pull out the dog's skin, and it's like a clown pulling scarves out, because like it just keeps going, and the dog, and it just keeps going. What were you thinking? Affectionate. And then, of course, the conversation devolves into H.P. Lovecraft, because of course it does. Because his friend likes horror stuff. What an eccentric man. Imagine having chunks of your Wikipedia article dedicated to how weirdly racist you are. You can simply avoid that. That seems like a preventable thing. I have hiccups. Why? I talk too much. Because the other thing we watched was a Lovecraft story. I don't know what it was. It was a place in Spain and there were fish people. And all I gotta say is, all things considered, being a fish person doesn't sound that bad. Like, the narrative has not given me a reason to be like, oh my god, these fish people. Being a fish person sounds like the worst thing ever. Oh no, I'm gonna forgo my humanity. Like, peeling people's skin off, you know, that's not great, but that's an individual decision. I will be a fish person who doesn't do that. I don't know. I failed to see why this is so bad. Okay, the human sacrifice is not great, but again, if I'm a fish person and I'm just living in the ocean, I'm just splashing around, I'm not affiliated with these people. And then at the end, of course, the one fish woman's like, oh my god, please, we're destined to be together. And also, we're related. Why did you have to throw that in? Why did they do that? Picking H.P. Lovecraft's brain, because why are you like this? Except it's not a nice examination. I am thoroughly thwacking him on the brain with like a comically sized hammer. We're splitting that skull open like it's a coconut. I need to stop saying weird things because as soon as I say them, I imagine them. And even though I cannot see the apple in my brain very clearly, I can accurately enough envision coconut. I don't think brain... Is there even brain fluid? I don't know. Probably doesn't taste as good. And it would make you sick, maybe. Eevee, please put me out of my misery. I'm gonna start saying especially stupid shit. Please. Please help. Help. Ah. It's not even that late. I said I had an excuse to be tired. Wait. We got 200 encounters done today. Yippee! My shift. A shift doesn't feel complete until I get at least 500 encounters, but I can almost certainly tell you that that's not happening today. Maybe 400. Well, depends how I feel. I don't know. I mean, I'll just get the eevee right now, and then we won't have to worry about it, and then I can run all the way over to the department store, and I can buy a firestone, and then I can buy another firestone, because I need to. And then we can get a Flareon, and then we can go, wow! Flareon! Did I count that twice? Whatever. And it's the part of the video where I just go like, wow, look at how cute Flareon is. Look at Flareon. This is my Flareon propaganda hour. And I'm still freaking undecided of what to do with all this goddamn footage. It all goes back to hashtag my dilemma. Or my hashtag dilemma. Why have I started saying that, by the way? I don't know. Could Pidgey stand on a thumbnail by itself? That's the dilemma. But also the dilemma of, what would I rather watch? Like an 1.5 hour long video or a 10-minute video? And I fear that the answer is always going to be an 1.5 hour long video. Somehow... longer videos have expanded my attention span. I used to watch things at like 1.5 speed or whatever, and I occasionally, very, very, very occasionally still do that, but that's only if I feel people talk really slow. Because some people just be talking kind of slow, and I'll put it on 1.25. But I don't know. I know from experience that if you listen to people talking really fast often enough, you just get kind of used to it, and it's fine. But I don't know. I have a hard time envisioning it now since I've stopped doing that. And every single time I like walk past my mom and she's watching something and they move so fast and I'm like, how do you do this? And every single time it's like, oh, I just get, you know, I just do it often enough that I get used to it. And I'm like, well, if you like something, don't you want to see more of it? Why are you speeding through it? And especially if it's like, I don't know, like someone goes to a cool location. Why would you want to speed through the B-roll? I want to see the cool place that you went. I want to see longer shots of your dog. I want to see that deer that you saw in the woods. I don't get it. Also because sometimes it's not even that my ass isn't paying attention. It's that my ass is paying attention, but it just slid off the smooth brain and I need you to repeat what you said. And if it's going fast, I may not realize that I missed something. So I guess the TLDR is I should make something that I would watch because nobody's gonna fucking watch it anyway because I have 0 subscribers. True. But also in hashtag my dilemma, I've never edited a thing ever and it seems kind of hard. And editing something longer seems more complicated. What, incorrect, huh? No. Assuming that if I edited something, I would put it on a different channel that has 0 subscribers because it would be new. Unless you're talking about something else, in which case, what did I do? Fine, you're correct. Yeah, exactly. The archive channel is the archive only. This is my sign to continue hunting fucking Cresselia, even though I really don't want to. Cresselia has not been calling. It's only Eevee that's been calling. Help! I need to be called in the direction of making reference sheets. I need to I need to get back in the groove. I need to go on Pinterest. As much as Pinterest fucking sucks, I like it for compiling not even necessarily mood boards, but just things to keep in mind when making a character. But God, there's so much fucking AI slop and I hate it. And you think something's fine, but then you click on it and you take a closer gander at it. Nope. Nope. There's definitely something foul afoot. $13223. Wait, what is my... Oh, wait, I could have checked it on that screen. What's my trainer ID? Does it start with a 4 or does it start with a 1? Oh, I think it starts with a 4. We'll get to see it now. 41. 41046. It's 416. It's like 41641. It's not quite a palindrome, but it's a nice number. I hate so much that AI has made me have to take a second and third look at art to check that it's not AI. It pisses me off. I just want to like art. Yeah, it's 41641. It's like I see a song that looks interesting and I have to be like, wait, no, is the thumbnail AI? Is this song AI? Is this writing AI? Although, self-admittedly, I don't really know how to tell if writing is AI. And I feel like people will go like, oh, if it uses a lot of M dashes, or oh, if it does like rule of threes or whatever. And I'm like, well, that might be a common trope that it uses, but that's not like a tell. That's not a for sure tell. Like, even some of the things with art, like, yeah, there are some very obvious tells if you have a visual medium. But a lot of the other things, it's like, okay, well, I'm sure that the person whose style that this algorithm is copying just fucking draws like that. People being like, oh, the hands look a little weird. And I'm like, you know what? Drawing hands is hard. There's a lot of art with jank-ass hands because that's hard. Or with weird shading because shading is hard. So I greatly dislike AI, but I also really dislike thinking like, oh, something's a little weird about this. It has to be AI. Stop that. Yeah, don't let AI take away your M dashes. Don't let that machine dissuade you from doing something that you just do in your writing. What are you gonna let someone else tell you what to do? No. Wait, another symmetrical number. Sigh. Oh, I wanted to check when I got my Litwick. Whatever. I'll do it later. Actually, no, I'll do it now. I'll do it now because I want to see it. Oh my god, I hate you. How do I check my thing? Rah! Litwick. Litwick. Oh my god, things are loading. Wait, I got my Latios on a satisfying number. I got it on 3100 exact. Slay. Not that chandelier. Oh. Okay. That was around 12k. Longest 8192 hunt that I've ever done. Yay! Officially. Which you may say, that's not very long. Yeah, I haven't been doing full odds for very long. Teehee! The Switch generation really killed my enthusiasm. You know what? I say that, but I liked shiny hunting in X and Y, and then I, like, didn't do it at all in Gen 7. Despite me really liking Gen 7, you take a look at the hours that I have on all of my games, and for most of them, it gives very much, I beat the game and I stopped playing, which, like, is normal. But interesting that I have such a fondness for Gen 7 when I didn't even play it that much. Like, the only shiny hunting I did in Gen 7 is wormhole related. So, like, I got some of the 36% and also Zapdos. But that was a coincidence. Because it showed up very fast, and I feel like if it didn't, I wouldn't have gotten it. I think the first 8192 I ever did was a starter. Huh. It was the black and white starter. I got Oshawott. That's not a fast hunt. What was I doing? What was I cooking? I know what I was cooking. And I'm still mad at that person for stealing my shiny Samurott when we were like, I don't know, 10 or something. I'm still mad at you. Why did you do that? At least lie to me. You didn't forget to bring your cartridge. But But now I have a Samurott that I've named, so the nickname is more important. That's the benefit of hunting it. I wish you could nickname event Pokemon. It will make me mad forever that my collection of shiny Raikou can't be nicknamed. I have to hunt it. I have to hunt it as a stupid roamer. Y'all, I gotta hunt Raikou as a roamer in this game. That's gonna suck. And you may say, you don't have to. You're right, I don't. But, like, I want to, so I will. That's why I picked Wartortle. Or Squirtle, whatever. Squirtle isn't real. So that I could get Raikou. They even fixed the roar glitch just for me. That's still so funny that it exists. I mean, who even cares that I can get Raikou if I can't even get my 3rd gym badge? I need this Eevee. It's really funny to think that if I'd been doing just like a regular badge quest, I would have been finished. Well, I would be 1 away from finishing because I have 7 shinies, right? But where's the fun in that? And then me looking at my plans for other games, being like, will this take equally as long? Will this take a lot longer than I think it will be? Need to look into encounters. I mean, if I just got lucky, then it would be fine. But Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon starters. Oh, I'm scared. Holds out paw. Let's watch cutscenes together. I say this having not played Gen 7 for for like over 10 years at this point. People complaining about the cutscenes and I go SMH my head. Me when there's story in my game. I know that there's legitimate gripes with railroading and stuff, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like complaining that there's story in your game. And it makes me laugh. Because I do also... I do a little feel like it's an instance of... I'm complaining because I see other people complaining about it. Oh! Wait, sorry. I hear the song and I perk up like a sleeper agent. Wait a minute, I haven't done the special episodes in my mystery dungeon. Hold. So I cry during the ending, but you know where I cry more? The ending of special episode number 5. In the Future of Darkness, the best one. And if you disagree, why? I get to once again reignite my hatred of Team Charm, because why the fuck did they do that? You hear the clicky of my button on the Joy-Con because I'm holding my hand right by my mic. I should do that. I always forget about the special episodes, but that's also because I do them last. Like, if I'm playing through the story. That's mostly because it... doing some of them with low resources just feels kind of bad. Maybe when my hands are feeling better. Because holding the DS for long periods of time, not great. I need my hands to just stop hurting. I need to lock in. See, it especially sucks because it's like, okay, I want to make characters so I can put them... I want to put my characters in Tomodachi Life so they can talk to each other, right? Right? But I can't just off the dome make my character like how I see them in my head. I need to sketch them out a little first. But I can't, I don't exactly want to do that if my wrists are gonna hurt. I just want to put my Switch on the counter while I'm boiling some pasta, which is what I was doing earlier, but then I'm like, ugh. I can't get the resting bitch face correct. It's not even resting bitch face. I want resting angry face. Not angry, but resting mad face. I guess that's all kind of similar. But it's not similar to me. There's very important nuances. It's not a passive, I'm going to attack you, but it is a passive of, I might attack you. You know? That makes sense to me. And this is the one character that I was waffling over, being like, ugh, I already have one with a bunch of feathery wings and I don't want them to be that similar. I think I am gonna make this one into a bat instead. I've just not decided how far I'm gonna go with it. See, that's problems for future me. That's something that I don't want to be like messing around with on a 3D character with limited options. I want to be able to move things around however. Also, as an aside, I hate the bunny ears in that game suck ass. Why are they so small and close together? It pisses me off. I was so looking forward to getting bunny ears because one of my characters is a rabbit, has ears sticking like straight up. They're a tall, lanky motherfucker with big, long-ass ears. And I had to draw the ears folded down because there's not enough room to paint above the head, which, like, you know, fine. But I'm like, all right, well, there's probably a bunny ear item. When I get them, I can use that. No, they suck. Get your long-ass ears out of the caption. That's literally what it is. And then the other one that they're paired with is, get your big-ass hat out of the caption. Ooh, things that bother me and me alone. Are there cat ears? But the cat ears that I drew on my one are so cute, though. I'm so pissed that I haven't gotten a single collar item yet. Oh my god, I don't think I've gotten one either. But what I have is a bunch of dupes of the same pants because I want to buy all the clothing items. I have so many dog characters with no viable collar, it sucks. Wait, I could give one to Daisy. This does suck. Give me the clothing items that I want. If there's alternate colors of the Jester costume, I need it because I need it for Marks, and I also need it for Blanca Animal Crossing, and I also need it to give to this one character who's just pissing me off. And I'm like, all right, you want to act like a clown? Put on the costume. And then they have to because they're not real. And I need more cute clothing to put Daisy in. And I need more things that she can't eat in real life so I can feed them to her. And then she doesn't like them. But it was funny because I gave her an avocado earlier. And I think specifically what it is about the avocado, it's like the pit that is poisonous to dogs. But in my brain, I'm like, okay, dogs can't have avocado. And so far, it's her favorite thing. So I'm like, I'm glad your favorite things are avocados and ice cream sandwiches, which would definitely kill you if you ate them. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And everyone is friends with her. And if they're not friends with her, we have a little talk until that's corrected. Because how are you going to have beef with my dog? You can't do that. Speaking of dogs, I don't think I have a singular dog character. That's probably for the best. I was gonna say I have multiple bunnies, but do I count? That doesn't count. I have a lot of puppy girl characters. See, in my brain, I'm like, I can only have so many of one thing. They have to be different. Which is stupid because it's self-imposed. But I like having variety. And when I start cooking up variety, I get even more things. Like, oh, this is how X can play into their characterization. Or it could be like, oh, because this character has all this, they act like a fucking Chunibyo or whatever. They use their cane as a little magic wand, which I think is funny. Like, yeah, they would do little stupid party tricks. Oh my god, and this plays into the... And it makes sense, and it all connects. In the meantime, an alien got mad with Kane, but made up with him thanks to Tato. Kane fighting with people? Say it ain't so. I've had to block the amazing digital circus tags on things because they just... No matter how many times I'm not interested, I keep seeing it everywhere. I respect the grind. Y'all are dedicated, but I really don't really care. My interest is passing. It's but a fleeting ship in the night. And then I go out to sea, and then I start crying and screaming because I hate boats. Boats are so scary. Get me off of this boat. I can never be on a boat at night. Me whenever I force my characters to go into the Ferris wheel, knowing goddamn well I hate Ferris wheels. But it's so funny. It's so funny when there's a confession in the Ferris wheel, and then you hear the, wait, and then the screen goes black and they're shuffling, and you go, what? How did you get here? And then you take a look at the relationship thing afterward, and it's like, you motherfuckers don't even know each other. Why are you here? That happened to my two Blorbos that I was so happy finally decided to do something. I'm like, well, the long con yearning is canon. But after typing out the we would be so canon together, two of these bozos that y'all barely know climbing on this Ferris wheel, how the fuck did you get here? Go away. I got rejected. What? Strangers! No, literally. Okay, they weren't strangers, but it's like you've spoken once. Why are you here, bro? Me when I tell Bina from Library of Ruina, hey, maybe you shouldn't. You should become friends with Caramel Arrow because y'all barely know each other. And then she goes, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. And then her ass gets rejected and becomes sad. And I'm like, girl, what did you think was going to happen? And this is right after you asked to move in with Hatsune Miku. What are you doing? Everybody fumbles Miku. SMH my head. I need Miku to get together with Arcade Floor. What is Arcade Floor? Literally just the pattern that you would see on the floor of an arcade. Don't think too hard about it. Because everyone likes Arcade Floor. Stealing that idea? Oh, feel free. I was gonna say I could probably find them in my screenshots if you want. It was because there's a site where people are sharing their me's, and there was one that was microplastic, and okay, when I hit 300, I can find a picture of them. Yeah, there was a microplastic one, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I'm stealing that. But then I was making it, and I was like, huh, this pattern kind of reminds me of the floor of an arcade. So I did that instead, but the face was the same. Very, very, very easy. Just get a bunch of saturated colors and draw a bunch of circles and squiggles. And you can pick whatever colors you want. Ugh. I wish that it was easier to draw with the Joy-Cons. And I didn't... oh, maybe drawing on it isn't the worst because I'm so... I used to use Ibis Paint a lot. And you gotta draw with your finger unless you got a fancy like tablet stylus. But I was on my little phone drawing pictures. Drawing images. Wait. Flashback to the past. Oh my god. Wait, I've abandoned so many characters. What the hell is wrong with me? I would have to change the color of this one, but I had a Cyclops detective. Oh my god, I just remembered her. Alright, I gotta canonize that one. That one's a good idea. I love fictional detectives. That was definitely... that was definitely the foundation. Man, if only that site didn't die. Because I probably would have posted it there. And I lost that phone. Man. Oh my god, that was almost 10 years ago. Help! Eevee, please show up. You want to see the arcade flooring so bad. We could get to 13333. Please soft reset. Please help. I wanted to see 15K so bad. Since it's the end of April, and it might finally stop being fucking cold, I gotta weed more. I need to quell the grassy menace. Oh wait, I didn't water the moss. Fuck. My transplanted moss. No! It's fine. Two more. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna do 100 more after this. Oh, well. Is it bad that in my brain I'm like, oh, well, we're not gonna get it tonight? Okay. I do all my yard work. It takes like 3 hours. I watch Witch Hat Atelier. I shiny hunt Eevee at the same time. I get it while watching it. I name it after a character. True. All right. Let me see if I have a good picture of them. Okay. You can... Is this... Ignore the moray eel. Is this good enough? This is them without their glasses. Ignore the filter. What? Okay, but yeah, that's the thing. They're like a bright purple with a bunch of shapes. Yeah, so the other one is eel. Technically moray eel, but eel. Unhinged character. Yeah, no, I cooked with that character. I love them. The face is the exact same as the microplastic one. But it's very fun, and you can do whatever you want. Like, if you want a green one, you could do a green one. If you want to do a monochrome one, you could do that. And it goes very well with the heart glasses. I love being able to have such a random mix of things. Yeah, we have Hatsune Miku, you know, we have a bunch of my OCs. We have a moray eel. I want to redo it because I feel like I could do a better one. But the one I have is kind of unhinged, so I want to keep it. I was looking at references and everything. Sigh. But I'm inspired of people who have done, like, fish in bowls. And they made the eye functional. Like, I want to do that. At least I wouldn't have to worry about color matching. You know what? I'm realizing that I've drawn like maybe 2 items. I spend most of my time feeding and talking to my characters. I've made testosterone and I made a couple of pets. That's it. It's because I have no ideas. Like an album? I don't listen to albums. What am I gonna make? Books? What am I gonna make? I would make one that's just yaoi and one that's just yuri. What else? What the hell else would I make? The games? I don't know. Wait, I should do the apartment building. I should do this and I copy it pixel by pixel. Make them then? Make poly? Okay, but at that point, then I would just make all of them. We're doing the whole Leviticus spectrum. And I don't want to do that. Then I would have too many items. We have yaoi, we have yuri, and we have yuroi. For the presence of both. And then, like, food. I don't know. Wait, I should make a Pokepuff from X and Y. That is... I miss Pokemon Ami. Specifically because I think the Pokepuffs look really, really yummy, and I'm sad that they haven't come back. They look so tasty, I want to eat them. The beans are just not the same. They have no swag. And also, I like the mini games. You know what? I'll say it. I like them. I like the one where you have to hit the yarn. And you know what? This is totally unrelated. But the Neopets plot just came back. And people, okay, they piss me off regardless. People complaining about getting jigsaw puzzles are extra pissing me off. Complaining, I hate puzzles. What the fuck were they thinking? Whoever made this, oh, someone should be fired for this blunder. And it's not even, some of them are reasonable. Like the UI, shit. The place where the pieces are put, some of the contrast is really bad and it's hard to see. The snap on the pieces is poor, and I bet it works like shit on mobile. Fair enough. But people complaining about the presence of a jigsaw puzzle, you're pissing me off. Finally, there's a puzzle that's like kind of challenging, but not super challenging. And it's like something that I could reasonably do because I'm sick and tired of all these like word scramble and code breaking stuff. I'm like, all right, this is not my wheelhouse. But a jigsaw puzzle, I'm like, wow, I like jigsaw puzzles. Finally, a puzzle that I like. And everyone's fucking complaining about it. Rah! They should allow people to skip it though, because they like gating the story behind doing them is like kind of cringe. Having it as an optional minigame would be best. But I swear to God, half of the complaints just feel like, so you hate fun. You're just complaining for no reason. I think people having like a, I say this as a person who's not even that good at jigsaw puzzles. Having a quick tutorial like, okay, if you don't know how to tackle this, start here. Start by like grouping together edge pieces, grouping pieces of a similar color. Don't pay attention to the shape of the pieces, okay? You're overcomplicating it and you're going to frustrate yourself. Look for shapes, look for colors. I promise you can do it, and you can take breaks. It is interesting, though, that they just decided to throw in a mandatory 200-piece puzzle. Like, having the 50-piece ones be mandatory, I don't mind it. Because it's not very big. And in past plots, it seems like there were other, like, decently long mini-games that you would have to do and stuff. I'm thinking of the Altador one that you can still do, and there's this one mini-game with the fucking bird thing, and it's so awful. It's horrendous, and it takes forever. I'm like, well, it's not this. It's just a puzzle. People hate fun and whimsy. And that was also one of the I can't tell AI writing, but people constantly complaining about AI writing just because there's like M dashes, and I'm like, are we just making shit up for fun? I don't know. We need to stop accusing everything of being AI. Be skeptical, but don't be trigger happy. Blech. I was gonna say I'm tired, but I'm not. Oh shit, I gotta... I'm back. What did I miss? I'm hunting for eevee. If you haven't noticed. I'm like, what did you miss? The only thing is like, well, I showed off a me that I made because it was requested. 7 shiny eevee and a shiny Rowlet. That's true. That's exactly what you missed. You can tell from the way that I'm still resetting for eevee. Well, thank you for the hydrate. I will do that. And the posture. Check. Bitching about how bad the bunny ears are in Tomodachi Life because they're so bad and awful. They're so small and close together. Who did they think would like this? Also, symmetrical number. Damn. And then it was like, well, at least I only have one character who's a bunny, excluding me. I'm not counting me. Even though I kind of should. And then, oh, how I'm forcing all my characters to be different species, if only so that there's variety. Something that I've taken, ideals that I've taken from like 15-year-old me. They can't all look the same. Bunnies is all about hairs nowadays. Similar enough. But and then I like push up my glasses specifically. Well, at the time of designing them, I was referencing California giant rabbits. But then more recently, I was referencing mostly like, I think they're called just like checkered rabbits, some type of checkered rabbit. Because yes, I looked up biggest rabbits. So I picked the biggest rabbits. But also the biggest rabbits are they're kind of chonky. And this character is stick. So stick that it's like, hey, are you... I see. I thought the biggest was a Flemish giant. See, not necessarily the biggest, but like one of the bigger ones. I was also taking patterning into account. So I'm like, oh, do you have some interesting patterning, but patterning that is also not too complex so that I can draw it over and over again and have it be relatively consistent. Things that I keep in mind when I want to make a character. Because if they have all these bits and bobs, then I have to remember that every time I want to draw them. Which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want to have to think about all that. So they can only have so many. I see. Also, 15-pound rabbit. I did not realize that they were that big. In my brain, I'm like, yeah, aren't they like small dogs? The size of a small dog. For context, Daisy's like 20 pounds. Basically, that's a I'm trying to think of what a tiny dog is. I don't know, that's like a tiny Pomeranian. It's like a big Chihuahua. I'll be honest, I don't know the difference between a lot of dogs. I've only had 2 dogs in my life, and they've both been they've both been crossbreeds between a bunch of different things. You know that meme where it's like, oh, what type of dog is it? And it's like, oh, it's one part, it's like a husky German shepherd or whatever. And then, oh, what type of cat is that? Orange. That's me with all the dogs that I've had, which to be fair is 2. What type of dog is Daisy? A little shit. I don't know. Black and white. What type of dog is Boo? That's the other dog that we've had. Black, big. Maybe a lab. I don't know. And my nose is starting to itch. The classic. God, the pollen count has been kicking my ass lately. Allergies have been so bad. I need it to stop. Ads? No shiny Eevee, no bitches. No bunny ears in Tomodachi life. No drawing, no sketching, no good references on Pinterest. Wait, no, I counted it twice. My bad. Wowie zowie. Eevee, I'm starting to think that I might not get this Eevee tonight, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I really am gonna go to 34K. Okay, but other than 34K, what are our guesses? And if you say 34K plus 1, that's cheating. You can't say that. At this point, I'm guessing like 17. 17K. I hope it's not that. But I'm gonna say 16.4K. Okay. That's specific enough, I'll accept it. See, but I also say 17K, so I feel like we have the same vibe range. If you want me to get more specific, I'll say like 17.3. I'm actually gonna say now. Right now. Yeah? Well, if you're wrong, what then? What are you gonna do if you're wrong? Ooh. Alright. Get in. Go to the Shadow Realm. Now. No, no, don't actually. Don't do it. No! No! I diagnose you with Realm Shadow. Oh my god, this is just like one of my stories. Which I was gonna say I have to cook up, but no, I have to cook up something else first. So I can have experience making a similar thing, and I can refine it for this story that I care about a little more. Ugh. Ah. Oh, the eternal dilemma. Oh yeah, speaking of animals, I finally got past the first stratum in Etrian Odyssey 2 and got access to a beast class. Pros! It could be a tank or glass cannon. Cons, the glass cannon melee skills locked behind a mastery skill that's all about taking hits for your allies without accounting for any buffs or defensive skills. That sounds pretty counterintuitive. But the most important question is, does the beast class let you be a furry? Are we team werewolf or are we team vampire? You can come up with a secret third option, but I don't know what would be... I guess maybe zombie. I'm trying to think of something that's like of similar popularity in the cultural zeitgeist. It's extremely counterintuitive. Damn, so it seems to me that the tank one might be a little better, but I don't know. Maybe you don't need to use that skill. Oh wait, the melee skill. So what if they're just all ranged? Teehee. Or is it like in Fire Emblem where bow characters can only hit from the diagonal tiles? It's one like that. They got stupid restrictions. Like they can only hit characters on the back line. But then you give them the specific short bow item which allows them to hit from adjacent tiles. And you just swap in between them. You get the following. A wolf, a Siberian tiger, a brown bear, a panda, and the HD exclusive portrait, a gorilla. You should pick the tiger. I like tigers. Or the bear. I like bears. Or if you do the wolf, it could be like one of those shirts where you have a bunch of wolves howling at the moon. And pandas are cute. A gorilla would be unique because it's HD only. Woof. Ow! I did pick the tiger, actually. I was tempted to pick gorilla from one of my favorite jokes. The joke is that the class sucks. Haha. Alright, boo me. That was bad. I was reaching. I was just saying shit to say shit. Oh, this is so weird. I took off my headphones. Help. I'm talking in silence in my room. How harrowing. I'm not getting shiny Eevee either. This sucks. Frick my stupid Chungus life. I hate how people say chud now. No. Not fuck your stupid chud life. Say Chungus like a like a cultured individual. I gotta watch the Chud movie. I need to know. Gorilla, did you hear about the gorilla who escaped the zoo? Zookeeper. No, I didn't. Gorilla. That is because I am a quiet gorilla. Muffled sounds of gorilla violence. No. If the gorilla got that far, you know what? I think it deserves to do a little bit of violence. And it learned how to talk. Good for it. God forbid a gorilla get a little quirky. I'd say quirked up monkey, but aren't gorillas technically apes? I'll be completely honest, I don't know the difference. I just like lemurs, and I'm not sure lemurs are related to either. But at the same time, lemurs make me think of those annoying-ass lemurs from the Madagascar movies. Not a great comparison. Is Mort even a lemur? Or is Mort just like a little shit? Gorillas and lemurs are not related as well. Well, yeah. But it's like apes and monkeys. Are lemurs monkeys? Are they monkey adjacent? Because they're kind of in that same bubble of being human-like. But then you have the ones that look a little more critterish and the ones that look a little more humanish. Like an orangutan versus a spider monkey. Monkey adjacent, I think? Okay. See, that would make sense. But I didn't know if it was like a, actually, they are technically classified as a monkey, and I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, I'll believe you. think they might have lemurs at the zoo that's closest to me. I want to go to the zoo. Ah! Ever since it was yesterday. But watching that fuck-ass movie yesterday made me want to go to the zoo, even though they made it intentionally to piss me off. Rage bait zoo. Worst habitats you've ever seen. Small-ass enclosures for this big-ass lion. Unsafe. Unsecure. Made to annoy me as much as possible. Unsafe for the animals, unsafe for people. What are we doing? Someone defund this institution. And the most diabolical thing is that if you're a zoo, are you really do you really have that much money to shill out however the hell much money they had to pay for that rat monkey to go to the only place where in the lore this rat monkey lives, and you like illegally buy one, so I assume it's really expensive because you're doing something shady. Do you have that kind of money? Why the fuck would you do that? Are they stupid? The only zoo I go to these days is Yorkshire Wildlife Park because they actually give animals a fuck ton of land. That's good. See, the one that's by me, they got big enclosures. They also have birds, and I like birds. I want to see the birds. I want to see the birds. And I go, wow, birds. And they got a big-ass tortoise. And I go, holy shit, it's the big-ass tortoise. I love you, big-ass tortoise. Ah. I'd be yawning. I'd be yawning because this shiny eevee, the lack of shiny eevee is putting me to sleep. I get my big comically sized bottle of tranquilizer, labeled tranquilizer. Stick it up my nose. Last zoo I went to was, it's been too long. Yeah, I don't recall the last time I've been to one. Wait, it was definitely post-pandemic because they had, like, it used to be you could basically just walk in. But then they made it so that there was, you had to, like, reserve a time slot. Oh, this was pre-friend breakup, huh? I think that was the last time I saw Sudoku IRL too, my goodness. And last time I'd been to the aquarium was even longer. Rah! I should go to the aquarium. True. If only it was easier to get there. And then I could be like, y'all, I saw the fucking moray eel. Look at the moray eel. I saw it. And I wonder what they're gonna do with the space where the dolphins were. Because they had dolphins. And I'm pretty sure that either they were gonna release them or they were gonna be relocated to like a research facility. To better spaces. But of course, like, it's a big ass place where they were. What are they gonna do with all that space? I'm in the same boat. The next time I'd be able to go to my favorite aquarium, I won't have my car on me. No! Do they still have whale sharks down in Atlanta? Not like I'd be able to go to Atlanta. Are the whale sharks being treated well? I like whales. Place near me has a big-ass whale skeleton. Not exactly the same, but I don't know if they have the space for a whale. With all the controversy that SeaWorlds have had, whales are a little bit of a touchy subject. Although, are orcas even whales, technically? Aren't they more like dolphins? Would they even have a big enough land for a whale shark exhibit? I might be thinking of another one, but I'm like, they got a big-ass thing there. So I've heard. Okay, now I need to know. If I look up Atlanta whale shark controversy, and am I gonna be sad? Atlanta whale shark. Oh my god, I hate AI. Wait, it died! No! Whale shark at Georgia Aquarium dies. After staff notices change in appetite behavior. So the answer is yes, they do have big enough land. No. Orcas are closer to whales than dolphins. I mean, they look like dolphins. They look like big-ass dolphins. I don't know. I love whale sharks. The shark had been there for over 20 years. Right, I finally done the flirting contract preparations. Oh, thank goodness. Controversy. Man, now I'm sad. They won't be getting another whale shark. So you're saying I missed my opportunity. It's a Pokemon minigame? I think it's the Poffins. Where do whale sharks normally spawn? How do I get there? Oh, wait. To fill the tank and accompany Yushan. So there is still one. They only spawn at depths 500 units below 0. Do they not have to come up for a little breath of air? I see. So you're saying I gotta go to Atlanta before this other whale shark dies. And knowing the aquarium's ethics and rescue, there may not be another edition anytime soon. I mean, fair. How the hell do you even encounter a whale shark? They don't have to, but they'll die if they don't. Yeah. So I imagine that, you know, you like get on a boat, scary enough. I know. Also Last Encounter. Where like you know that whale sharks are gonna be going, and you see one when they take a big old gulp. We didn't get a shiny. No. Ishmael, we need to hunt the whale shark. No, we don't. They're nice. You can encounter one randomly in a mid-game dungeon. Yeah, sure. Whale sharks have gills. Whales have blowholes. What? True? Wait. Lore on these whales. They weren't bought or captured with entertainment in mind like SeaWorld. Instead, were brought to the aquarium to protect them, promote conservation efforts, and provide research opportunities. Okay, but that's not specific. This is from... Where is this from? The KSU Sentinel.com. That sounds like a school. Oh yeah, it is. It's Kennesaw State University. Interesting. Whale sharks are so cute. Do whale sharks need to breathe air? Hold up. whalerescueteam.org. How do whale sharks breathe air? We're learning. Is this AI generated? I hope not. You might think whale sharks breathe air like mammals, but they don't. They rely entirely on gills to extract oxygen from water. Holy moly! We've learned. Okay, wait, no, this is probably AI generated. This is definitely, that's not a real whale shark. No! Curse you, whalerescueteam.org. Are whale sharks whales or sharks? It seems like they're more shark-like because they don't need to breathe air. They can breathe water. They take the air out of the water. Shut up. Yes, I know. Y'all, we gotta take a group trip to Atlanta to see the whale shark. Before this one dies. In parentheses, that's definitely not gonna happen. But I want to. It'd be cool. Field trip? Yeah, we're going on a field trip. You know, just quick school day trip. All right, everyone, get on the bus. Are mantises or shrimps? Ask question. Okay, but answer the question. Which one? Answer the question, atheists. They're neither. Well, then why is it called a mantis shrimp if it's neither mantis nor shrimp? Because the person who named them is stupid. That's why. Because they didn't think of the consequences of their actions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at this not shiny eevee. That was the last encounter, and you'll never guess it. We didn't get another shiny. We just talked about whale sharks. And we're all gonna go to the Atlanta Aquarium to see the whale shark. You need to learn that your actions have consequences. And the consequences of my actions is that I still don't have shiny eevee despite looking for it. Yes, c'est la vie. New moon, day 13. Oh boy. Yeah, I pulled up my Pokemon Sleep because you'll never guess what I'm about to do. Wait, it's almost May for me in my time zone. It'll be May in a couple minutes. Help. 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 Eat your phone? Yeah, I'm gonna eat my phone. May, rah! That means only 1 month until I get surgery. Ah! 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 Wah! Surely it won't take another entire month for me to get this shiny Eevee, right? Right? We agree? Okay, I'm glad we all agree. We're definitely gonna get shiny Eevee in like a week, and then we're also gonna get Growlithe really quickly, and we're not gonna phase. The preparations are going along smoothly. I'll be honest, there's not been one. I need to get more shirts. I need to get more pillows. Shiny Eevee tomorrow? True! Shiny Eevee will happen tomorrow because it loves the month of May. Exactly! Okay. In the meantime, good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll get it tomorrow. Trust. If I don't, okay, so if I don't, then what?